and I have a couple of things that I want to talk about. But first, let me say my videos are for me as much as they are for whoever decides to view them. Hoping that I can document my research, document my experience, and if something should happen that I'm feeling down, or I have someone asks a question, I can quickly send them a link to the video, and hopefully it'll help them. But these also help me with accountability, and I don't have to remember everything I've researched because I put it on a video and I can just pull it up and look at it. So let's get to it. I want to talk about lap band failure, the responsibility as a lap band patient, and just some ideas that I've looked at, and I'm trying to see how they will work for me. So, I mean, it may work for you. It just may be food for thought. But the first thing is the number one failure of lap band is unsuccessful weight loss. So you think, I guess my mindset says unsuccessful weight loss. What are the contributing factors and what can I do to prevent it? The medical world considers an unsuccessful weight loss is when the patient only loses 25 to 30% of their excess weight. So if you're weighing like 200 pounds, then you lose 50 to 60 pounds or less, you're considered unsuccessful. Now, losing 50 to 60 pounds may make a difference health-wise, but the goal of the lap band is to lose more than 25 to 30%. So, a successful weight loss would be to lose 50% or more of your excess weight. So, the first thing I would say is, if I were considering lap band and knowing what I know now and researching as I have, the first thing I would say is you have to realize that the lap band comes with changes. The only way to have success is to make changes. For me, the easiest thing to do to help me process the changes that I would need to make was to gather the information that they gave me at the weight loss preparation meetings that I had, and make a list of lifestyle changes. So I really had to look at myself and say, this is what I'm currently doing. How will what the lap band requires, how much changing do I need to do to meet that? So the first thing is with the lap band, they say protein first. So eat your protein first. Well, pre-lap band, I didn't consider how much protein I'm eating. I mean, I ate what I wanted to eat, so I didn't consider how much protein I'm eating. So that was a change. It's a lifestyle change. So now most of your surgeon or your dietitian or nutritionist, whomever, someone important to your success will tell you, this is the goal I like for my patients or people I work with. This is how many grams of protein they should eat. My doctor has said 60 to 80 grams a day. And he does not want me to get protein now that I'm healed from the surgery. He is pushing to have solid protein because it takes my body longer to process it, and therefore I stay full longer, and I'm not eating non-protein, I'm not just eating constantly, I'm not as hungry. So if I note that I haven't had much protein for the day in the form of eggs or chicken or some type of meat or something like that, or avocado or whatever, then you can add the protein powder that you would make a shake with. You can add it to food. Just try it. If you find one that's not flavored, add it to your food. Or if you have chocolate protein shake left from when you're on the liquids, then use it, add it to your coffee, make a mocha coffee. There are ways to just be inventive, for you. And you can always look something up online and it'll help too. Because that's what I'm doing. And I'm just putting it together. So if you don't have the time like I have right now, maybe this will help you, and it's a shortcut to all the research I've done. So the second thing is they're saying do not drink with meals. And I'm going to be honest with you, I thought this was going to be the greatest challenge for me, because I can recall going to a restaurant and drinking 4 or 5 sweet teas or lemonades or whatever it was I was drinking. I wasn't really big on soda, but sweet teas, lemonades, things like that, drinking 4 or 5 of those during a meal. So for me, it was like, how in the world am I not going to drink? Plus, I gulp water. I love water. So I gulp water. So that's been a good thing for me. But to learn to not do it before a meal or during a meal, I thought would be difficult. But here's what I do. I fix my meal, and I do not bring a cup or anything with me to sit down. I just sit down and I eat. And I'm so focused on trying to wait the 45 seconds between the bites and trying to train myself so that I don't get stuck, that I don't realize I'm not drinking. So it sounds almost unaccomplishable, but it is. If I can do it, you can do it. So the reason that they say don't drink, because it's like I have to know the why to motivate me to stick to the rules. So the why is because if you're drinking, then you're watering down the food and making it more liquid, and it's just sliding through your stomach. So here's your pouch, here's the band, and then here's the rest of your stomach, my 3 fingers here. So this portion underneath the band is your stoma. So you want to keep the food up here so it's sending to your brain that you're full. You don't need to eat. It doesn't need to store anything. You've been fed. And what you've been fed is enough, because your pouch is full. So as the solid food gradually goes through into the stomach, then of course you're working on being hungry again. So some people I've read would say wait as long as you can after eating to drink, so that you don't push it through the stomach and then you have an empty pouch and now your brain is saying you're hungry again. So hopefully that explained it for you. Hope that helped. But the next thing is the water. Drink it, because your body uses water to help burn fat. So try to drink at least 64 ounces a day. And that's easy said than done, but the easiest thing to do is get a cup. I got this one from Norton Weight Loss Management, but what it has is the ounces. This is 25 ounces up to right here. So I can measure it, and also has the milliliters, and this the milliliters, 700 milliliters. I would say download a Water Your Body app. Let me see if I can. The Water Your Body app is like wonderful. It will send a message to your phone, and it will tell you you haven't, oh, you can't see it. But anyway, it says water your body, and it'll send a message to your phone that says you haven't drank, this is how much you need to go, this is what you did. So I use that. But also you can drink teas. I recommend green tea. just because it helps boost metabolism, and you can drink your coffee. So like I said, and you can add the protein powder to your coffee. So but try to get that in at least 20 minutes before you eat, and wait as long as you can after eating. But ask these questions of your surgeon. If your surgeon is not helpful or suggesting this thing, ask your nutritionist, because you have responsibility and you owe it to yourself. If you're going to take the steps to have a surgery, you owe it to yourself to ask as many questions as necessary, research, find as many answers as you need so that you are successful. The other thing I would say is take your vitamins. I know my hair looks a mess, but it's because my hair is actually growing. I'm not having a lot of hair loss, as you'll see some people say. My hair is actually growing. I'm taking my vitamins, and I have chewables, and I'm also I have the chewable biotin. I probably have shown that in another video. I may even add some pictures of what I'm saying to this video so you can see for yourself. But it's like it's part of loving yourself. Do all that you can do, and then if it doesn't work, at least you can say the band failed me, I didn't fail me. So here's another suggestion. A lot of people, if you join some of the forums, you'll see people talk about getting stuck, and I've talked about it as well, but I'll reiterate. Getting stuck is sometimes happens because if you think about it, you've got your esophagus. Your esophagus, and then it goes to the top of your stomach. Here, the top of your stomach, and then you have the band. And what the band is doing, it is making this so it stops it from falling into that big stomach that you have now, and it's sending that message, right? Okay, so as you have fluid added, or if it's swollen from surgery, or if it's irritated from having the fluid added, it can be tight. And so you're trying to get just a little small piece of food. Let's see, can I show you? You're trying to get a bite of food between here to go down. So if you take, and I know, you're not going to bite a burger and it be the size of a green pea, okay? So if this is closed like this and you're piling it on, either it's going to force it through and stretch, or that pouch is going to stretch to be bigger than it is to hold what you're putting in it, or it's going to come back up in your throat. So, and that's what they call getting stuck, okay? So to avoid that, because we have lives, people get busy, and that's why a lot of people go to fast food for convenience. I raise my hand. I used to go all the time, but to avoid that, make an emergency car snack. So if it's raisins, if it's a small thing of beef jerky, and even if that means just chewing it and spitting it out, or chewing it, little bites of it, cut it up, cut it into bite-sized pieces. And a bite-sized piece for us now is about the tip of your pinky, which is but the tip of your pinky finger is a bite size now. And you have to comprehend that, because in the regular world, not LAPBAND world, a bite-sized piece of candy is like this big, fun size, bite size. So a bite size is like the tip of my finger, or green pea. And so you want to prepare yourself so that you can chew and swallow without having it stuck. So You can do string cheese, you can do beef jerky, you can do a roll up where you take the thin deli slice of meat, which is protein, and then some cheese, roll it up really small, and put it in a Ziploc baggie, a little snack baggie, and then you have it. You can get a few almonds, something with protein that you can eat that will hold you until you can get somewhere and cut your food up. Take the time to eat with time in between. If you work in an office, have it at your desk, something that's protein, because if you get your protein in, then you're less hungry. If you're going to snack on something that's going to benefit you, so snack on a protein. It's not as hard as it sounds. Is it a change? Yes. So I'm telling you, expect a change. If you're not ready to change, then just don't do this. Do not set yourself up for failure. So mentally, strengthen yourself with preparation. You should not be surprised that you're going to have to make a change, because I am telling you, you will. Your doctor should tell you, and you should tell you till you get it. And then exercise. Now, it's recommended to exercise 30 to 60 minutes a day. Will that happen every day? No. But can you schedule it to happen every day? Yes. Yes. You can schedule it, and if it doesn't fit in your schedule, then fine. But just try to do something. There you will see people that say, well, I'm exercising, I'm eating properly, and I'm still not losing weight. The more you exercise, then you just changed the variables on your weight loss. If you're lifting weight, muscle weighs more, so you have to keep that in mind and don't get discouraged. If you are doing a lot of cardio and you're burning a lot of calories, be sure you're taking in enough calories that your body doesn't decide, because the body is smart. It being created, God gave us what we needed, so the body will analyze what's coming in or what does it need for energy, and it'll store it in the form of fat. And so you've got to balance this body so that it doesn't work against you. Taking enough calories. How will you know if you're taking in enough? Because if you monitor what you're taking in for as your protein, it's not hard to monitor the calories. I'm not a calorie counter. However, if I start feeling that I'm stagnant, I can observe my calories for a few days just to see if I need to up it. I'm not saying do memoirs or something, but consult your nutritionist, consult your dietitian, or your surgeon, or all three, or whoever. But get to the bottom of what you need to be successful. Just don't accept it as, oh, I'm failing, because you don't have to fail. Unless there's a complication that you cannot control, that's beyond your control. The other thing is take care of your band. Go to your doctor appointments as much as possible. I know some people are paying out of pocket. That's something you should consider prior to getting the LAPBAND. Insurance, if your job is shaky and you're not sure, then you need to try to get another insurance that will cover what you need for your band, because not having maintenance can lead to more complications later and possible revisions. So that is something to consider wholeheartedly, because I'm not pro LAPBAND or anti bypass or anti-sleep. I'm pro healthy, feeling better, looking better, living longer. So do what you have to do that's going to be best for you, and know that there's always some people that's going to support you. There's always going to be somebody that's going to whine and stick on a negative and not do a self-evaluation of what they could do to make it better. So you are going to have to be strong. You're going to have to be strong against your own mind, because sometimes your mind will say, oh, forget it, because it's easy to do. And it will want to revert back to old ways and old things. So just because you see negativity, I see some people that say, I get stuck, I throw up every day, and that for me is not living healthy. That's not enjoying life. So, but you have to realize that while that may be their truth, it doesn't have to be your truth. Don't let fear make you be doubtful, and then you're right back where you started without any control or power over your weight or your health. So you don't have to have the same results, and that's the thing about the lap band. It has so many variables to consider, and it's hard to find two people that have the exact same story. You can be banded on the same day, same weight, same height, and have a different journey. So your journey matters. Document. A lot of, I think, when we become obese, we don't pay attention to our bodies as much as we need to. So that in itself can be a mental transition. Like, I have to look at my body more than I did when I lost hope. So I look at myself in the mirror to see, am I getting any better? What do I need to research on to see, can I work on? And then I remind myself that I love me, and I'm excited by my own efforts to be a better me. So another thing to remember is most doctors they go by what you're experiencing and your weight loss or weight gain to consider your adjustments to your band. So if your doctor is saying, how much are you eating? Are you eating about a half a cup, and you're guessing, and you're really eating a cup and a half, and you're not being completely honest, you are hurting yourself. You're not hurting the doctor, you're hurting yourself, because after so long, they'll just say, well, let's just not give you any feels. Because they realize it's your eating habit. You need to work on your eating and change your eating, or you need to be more attentive to your protein intake, or you need to drink more fluids, or just all kinds of stuff that it could be. So make a diary log. The way I do is something quick. I take pictures of my food. It has my times. On my picture, it has the date, and then I can look and say, well, this is what I'm eating. Here, you see it, there it is. And I'm hungry. I just ate at 1, and now I'm eating again at 3. So that, so yeah, I need a feel, and it helps them. And it doesn't take long to take a picture, snap a picture of what you're eating. Try to do that. For me, I do it, and my doctor didn't tell me to do it. I did it because I thought it'd be helpful, and it has proven to be. But my plan is to do that 7 days prior to, at least 7 days prior to going for my field. So for 7 days, I have an exact photo diary of what I've eaten, how often I've eaten, even if it's a snack, so that I can aggressively take control of my lap band, the tool, and use it, and my weight loss. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's a long video, 25 minutes, but that's pretty much what I had to cover. I have not weighed myself. But I can tell a difference in my clothes and how they fit, and I can tell a difference in my energy level and how I feel. I've had some migraines this week. Not sure why, but I have other issues with my pituitary gland, so that had nothing to do with lap band. So I'm optimistic. I'm keeping the faith, and I believe that my efforts won't go unmatched. So if there's anything I can do to help, if you have questions, just let me know and I'll try to research. Right now, we just moved, so I'm not working, and my semester at school is over until January, so I have some extra time. And if I can be of help, it makes me feel better to help others, and I may learn some more. So thank you for watching. I hope it helps somebody. You don't have to agree with everything I say, but research for yourself and be encouraged.